POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Gotta do it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes. We go, ooh la la, ah wee wee. 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 Ooh la la. Hey yo, stop what you doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money. See, so whole world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink up all the Henny that you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. And old ladies, oh, how I like the umpty. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all. And just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like the rhyme. I like my beats funky. I'm spunky. I like my oatmeal lumpy. I'm sick with this. Straight gangster Mac. Cause sometimes I get ridiculous. I eat up all your crackers and your licorice. Hey, yo, fat girl. Come here, all you ticklish? Yeah, I cause you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. I'm a freak. I like the girls with the boom. I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom. I'm sick with this. Straight gangster Mac. No, I said that already, see? I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze me. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. And I'm still getting in the girls' pants, and I even got my own dance. The Humpty dance is your chance. Do the hump. Yeah, you know what I mean? You now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then come on in. Over here, we deal sports, hip-hop, motivations, interviews, and popavisms 101. If that sounds like something you can rock with, then before you leave, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, then you know how we do. You know how we start the show. Tony. There was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game, people. How y'all doing out there? Those lyrics you just heard, yeah, that was SHOCKG, aka Humpty Hump, know what I mean? And he just passed tonight. Rest in peace to SHOCKG, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we losing a lot of, you know, in the hip hop community, we taking loss after loss after loss, you know, and it's just, it is what it is. It's the end game. What I will say is a lot of people probably don't know who he is. You know what I mean? He passed, the causes is unknown. I think he was 57 or 58 years old, they saying. So he got me by a few years. But I remember, like, them lyrics I just quoted, I remember, like, he was like the lesser of the rappers, you know what I mean, to me at this time, you know what I mean, coming out. Because you had the Special Ed, you had the, you know, the KRS-One, you had certain rappers in the game. And like when you was partying, like you go party at the Kennedy Center on 135th or, you know, wherever we was at, you know what I mean, at that time, you know, just learning what it is and, you know, soaking up the hip hop and all that. Even though the song was hot, but it came on and it was like, it was a fun song. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, like, come with his own dance, then he had the nose, and that's how he introduced himself. He definitely was a genius, and the people that worked close with him, as you can see, the Guru, Young Guru, you know what I mean, Ice Cube, couple of tweets, and a lot of people tweet, but I put those specific tweets for Young Guru, like, yo, he wasn't just a character, you know what I mean? He was a musical genius, and he wished that he had a chance to do something like Drink Champs, you know what I mean, and other little, you know, stuff that's out now. And that brings me to something I said in the other video I did, and I was like, yeah, why we gotta wait till, you know, these legends pass, or, you know, people that pass, now we start, you know what I mean, giving them their flowers and giving them their due. And I was like, even though we living in the age of the new world order, you know what I mean, which is social media, you can just go pick up your phone and listen to whoever you want to listen to. Tidal, Spotify, you know what I mean, Apple, all these different, you know, networks and platforms for people to stream their music. So you don't got to wait for the radio to do it. But again, you know, if you've seen the other video, then you know. If not, then I'll reiterate. It's like, why we got to wait, and why, you know, why we got to do it on our own, which you should. If you rock with the person, you rock with them. But why don't the biggest platforms, the radios and these big places, rock with our certain artists and legends and icons of the game? And then you see Ice Cube, he like, yo, you know what I mean? When he first came through or whatever, that's when he got Who's the Mac from? And I did a video on that. Is it some brother in the hot tub accent? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's just it's unfortunately we don't know where he passed from. Obviously they saying it didn't look like any trauma. He was found dead in his hotel room. So it's like we got to wait to see what's going on. When you say 57, 58, that's young. Like, jeez, man, I hope I'm on the books, man. Hope I'm on the books. Young people, you know what I mean? And even if you older, it's imperative that we be mindful what we do. You know, when it's time for you to go, you're going to go. It's really nothing, no matter how healthy you are. But I was going to say that we need to be more mindful, especially in these days and age. You know, COVID should have, you know, told us, you know, from last year moving forward, like, when you see that a lot of people that was passing, unfortunately, they already had preconditions and they had things, you know, wrong with them, obesity and stuff like that. This should have brought us to a mindset of, oh, nah, we got to be more, you know what I mean, disciplined. We got to be more vigilant and watch what we put in our bodies and try to take care of ourselves more. But, you know, rest in peace to, you know, the Humpty Hump. Obviously, he's responsible for, you know, bringing Tupac to the game, which is another legend. Obviously, you know, just like Andre Harrell, rest in peace. Without him, no Big, etc. So a lot of, you know, whether you see the connections or not, a lot of times stuff is intertwined and, you know, and connected and if you will, in 360 degrees of separation. Like, you know what I mean? Not saying Pac would have never got on, because he looked like he would have kind of kicked the door in some form or fashion, you know what I mean? But he played a major role in that. Obviously, I Get Around and, you know, all the Brenda Got a Baby and all these different things, and how he introduced us to Pac. And Pac is in the video carrying, you know, the stuff and all that in their video. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, rest in peace and condolences to his family. You know what I mean? May Allah have mercy, as I always say when it's a loss of life. And we're going to speak about loss of life tonight. You know what I mean? So I told y'all in the other video as well that I seen something on the Geometria Effect News or whatever, and it said that 184 rappers died last year. And it was like, what? Couldn't even, you know what I mean? Like, couldn't even believe it. Then I'm seeing another video now, and in the comments, it was a live stream, and somebody was like, already this year, 200 rappers died already. Now, I don't know about all that. Like I said, I didn't even fact check the 184, and I probably will for this video to put it in once y'all see it is edited, you know what I mean, as far as titles, little pictures and videos and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean, other than that, yeah, we unscripted, authentic over here, you know what I mean? So that's mind-boggling. It's like, damn, I wonder how many officers died this year, you know what I mean, in the line of duty, because it's like rappers is dying at, if that's true, I mean, that's 384 rappers in less than a year and a half. Like, wow, that's a crazy number. Let's speak about rap, but let's speak about Mr. Adams, the father of JASLYN Adams from out Chicago. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think it happened Sunday night or Monday. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes the days be merging. It's Ramadan, so I'm up late at night a lot. You know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes the time could be, but it's in that time frame, Monday or Sunday. So now, last night comes out, you know what I mean? And I don't know when this came out, but he's a rapper, you know what I mean? Which I didn't know. A lot of y'all probably didn't know. So not only is he a rapper, but obviously he had to be gang for something like that to happen. And in my video, if you've seen my reaction to it, unfortunately, again, you know, condolences and prayers to the family, you know what I mean? Regardless of if it's his karma or not, because that's what the people are saying, and it's true. It is his fault. It is his karma, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Still, condolences and prayers and positive energy to them for whatever that's worth, because I know they grieving and I know they in pain. However, looking at the video now, right, you see that the back of the vehicle was riddled with bullets, like all through the backside. I guess maybe that's the way they came up, you know what I mean? It's some movie shit, even though it's in real life. But if you know what kind of car he's driving, you know it's his car, you know he's the one that you want, why he only gets shot in the stomach? And, you know, the Most High is the Most High. Things happen for a reason, and everything it is the way it is. But why they didn't come to the front side of the vehicle and tear his ass up? Why they did it that way? And I don't have the answers to that, but I'm saying this to say, if you haven't seen the video, here's the video of this guy, him and his peoples, at a gravesite. At one of the ops, we sure got it wrong on who really the enemy is, but one of the ops, no respect for the dead. And yeah, I get it. The dead can't feel anything in this life. You know what I mean? They got their own issues to deal with, in my belief. But what's this really about? Like, you hear it in the song, or you see it in the movie, and these people and they twisted minds and think that it's okay for not only for you to go to a gravesite, you know what I mean, pee and I guess look like they're supposed to be shitting on the grave, shitting on the dead. What makes this cool? What makes this acceptable? Because you can't justify this type of stuff. Like, I mean, you can't, right? Like, so when I seen this, I was blown away, not shocked and amazed. On some Bismarck, when you hear the beat, you will be shocked and amazed. Nah, I really wasn't shocked and amazed, because we seen El Bozo, colorful face guy, and I don't really talk about him. I never talk about him, and I'm not going to mention his name. But we seen him on the live talking about the King Von and that whole situation. I piss on your grave, or I do this on your grave, and this blatant disrespect, right? Maybe he got it from that. Like, wherever they got it from, it's unacceptable, and it shouldn't be tolerated. And the thing goes back to, as well, when I did talking about Casanova, talking about NBA Youngboy, Never Broke Again, talking about AR Ab, is like, who's in these people's circle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who is advising these guys? Who's advising these men on the type of moves that they doing? And then it's like, yeah, somebody can, or, you know, convinced him, or he convinced somebody, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's just go over here. Let's piss on the grave. Let's shit on the grave. And let's take selfies. Let's take selfies while we piss on the grave and do it all live and be the most disrespectful as we can be. I'll say that to say, again, I don't know if they knew she was in the car. They said the car was tinted. But it wouldn't shock me in the least. Again, I wouldn't be shocked and amazed if it comes out later like, yeah, we did that on purpose. We did that on purpose to hit you in the heart. You greasy, grindball, low down, dirty scum of the earth. Like, we did that on purpose. Because you're scum of the earth, we scum of the earth too. It's like, you got guns, we got guns too. What's up, son? Dude, you want to battle for cash and see who's Sun Tzu? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't make this shit up, as we say nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was in the news. Obviously, it was trending for a little minute, and it's probably going, you know, be on the circuits a little bit more, because it's coming out now that you was a struggling rapper. I didn't know you was a rapper. Never even heard of you. You know what I mean? And I'm not being sorry. I mean, it's like, you know, so many rappers now. I guess if 200 died 1 year, it's not far-fetched, because a lot of these guys are struggling. Rap is not the wave no more. You know what I mean? Why do you think all the rappers that has been somewhat successful is doing podcasts? They on YouTube. They on, you know what I mean, all these other sites, interviewing the rappers and talking about trending topics. They not rapping no more. the Norries, the Joe Buttons, the, you know what I mean, the Manos, the Jada Kids. You know what I mean? All these rappers, they not rapping no more. I mean, they may put out a verse or put out a little mixtape, but that's not the bread and butter. And maybe they jumped into it because of the pandemic. I don't know. The point is, yeah, rap is out of control, and rap it's not it like that, in my opinion. And I mean, like I said, I can't remember when the last time I brought, an album, a CD. I may stream it, you know what I mean? I may listen to it on Apple or Tidal, you know what I mean, or something like that. And I still ain't canceled my subscription yet. Hove, you done sold it, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, so they doing other things, and I'm not knocking it. Fat Joe, like he said, I'm gonna be the Oprah Winfrey of this shit here, this interviewing shit. Fat Joe gonna be the Oprah Winfrey of interviewing? We in the end game, Tony. There was no other way. Like, yeah, we in the end game. You know what I mean? Like, well, then he put out a statement. Yeah, I done taught my daughter how to brush her teeth and how to potty train, and it was all smiles every time we was together, and all that's cool, because that's what you're supposed to do as a father and as a parent. Like, you're not gonna get no extra cookies and milk because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like, it's good that you're doing that, and society appreciates that, because obviously when there's no parents around, when there's nobody to raise these kids, then they become problems for society a lot of times. You know what I mean? When there's no man involved, when the mother's on drugs, and etc. And we see these situations happening over and over and over again. So he was like, yeah, y'all ignorant, trying to make me feel bad. And we can never, I agree with him on this, we can never make him feel, at least I hope, as bad as he probably feel in his heart of hearts, laying down in that hospital or laying home in his bed. I don't know if he's home or not, but a lot of people in the comments as well on this particular YouTube channel, I seen Hip Hop DX. All right? They was like, the sad part is he lived, you know what I mean? And they wasn't like being funny like that he lived. You know what I mean? Not saying his life should have been lost as well, even though some people was like, he didn't die and she died. Like, yeah, this nigga should have got killed. But they saying in a sense like, yeah, because now ain't nothing but revenge on his mind. That's why he not cooperating with the police. You know what I mean? And he's gang affiliated, so he probably shouldn't be cooperating with the police, because you living in a certain type of life. So I get it. He's not a regular civilian. So it would be snitching for him. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I can go do the work myself if that's his mind state. Then there's rumors that he did something the week before or whatever it is. But my thing is, when is it going to end? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like two things. This is what this is about tonight. I know this is impossible to do. This has probably never happened unless it's martial law or we become like China or those, other places where it's dictatorship and the government is actually controlling the people. I know we don't want that over here in America, because we've been used to doing what the fuck we want, when we want, how we want, whatever we want for so long. So you don't want people to tell you what to do. But again, this is very far-fetched. But if it was me, I was in control. One, with the dog owners, and this is a side note, because again, hypothetically, if Lee was in control, yeah. Dog owners that don't clean up behind their dog, your dog should be taken from you. You should never be able to own a dog again, ever. I don't care how much you like dogs. I don't care how much you're an animal lover. If you don't clean up the shit that your dog leaves and you have a dog owner, it should be, and they should have people, they should pay good people money to take the dogs when they see it happen. Like, wait and see, snatch a dog. And that's a side note. But that's just my pet peeve. Like, I hate coming out, you know what I mean, seeing shit everywhere with all these dog owners. But another thing that Lee would do if he was in control, we're going to have some requirements and we're going to have some minimum standards in order for you to have a child. Yes, everybody shouldn't have kids. Everybody shouldn't be allowed to have kids, to raise kids. They just shouldn't. That's just my opinion. I know, you're taking away choice and all that. And if you do it without the government knowing, when the government finds out, they come take your kids from you. That's crazy. Lee, you bugging out? Nah, it's either that or what's happening now. Because people like him that's pissing on graves and the people that did what they did, they probably got kids too. You know what I mean? The thing that happened in Columbus, Ohio. You know what I mean? With Ma'Khia Bryant. You know what I mean? And rest in peace and condolences to her family as well. Foster kid, right? Where her parents at? The foster child father in the midst of the fuckery, trying to kick the girl. Maybe he was defending or whatever it was. Like, but now looking at the video again, and it didn't really look like that many people now when you look at it. And the first time I watched the video a few times, I didn't even realize that the woman, the lady or the woman or the child, you know what I mean? We don't know her age yet. The lady in the pink had a dog in her hand. Like, she dropped the dog once the knife was coming her way. It's like, I ain't even see that in the first couple of times that I watched it till somebody was pointing it out. And one of the comments and videos I was looking at today, they're like, yeah, she had a dog in her hand. Then when I looked at the video again, I said, oh shit, she did have a little small ass dog in her hand. The point is this, and I don't care if you don't agree, and it's fine, and I'm not in charge, so y'all don't got to worry about it. The ones that's probably triggered and like, yeah, fuck you, nigga, and all that, telling we can't have kids and this and that, yeah, so y'all don't got to worry about it. But for the sake of hypothetical, we failing. Like, when you have shit-ass parents, you know what I mean? No good-ass parents, man or woman, you know what I mean? And I know I have friends, you know what I mean? And I know, you know what I mean, some that's close to me and some just may be associates from knowing them around the neighborhood. I know people that was come up in foster care. It ain't no fun in those homes, you know what I mean? It ain't no fun in those homes. Even though some end up landing with a good situation, you know, ultimately the people want to, you know, see you do well. They get money for these things. So a lot of it is money driven, I'm sure. You know what I mean? You adopt a kid or you take a foster child and you get paid by the government for that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comment. Like, well, nah, you don't get none of that. You don't get no stipend. You don't get no check. Yes, you do. You get some type of government assistance for taking these kids in. You know what I mean? A lot of those homes be broken as well, too. And then there's other broken kids there. So it's like, you know, so many, like I said, there's so many ifs and variables moving in that Columbus situation. It's like, yeah, they coming to fight. They live there. Some people were saying like, yeah, we live here too. So, you know, how are we fighting on the property? This is my property too. And again, you know, when the more information comes out, you know what I'm saying, we'll eventually see everything for what it is. But it's like, yeah, we failing. We failing. You know what I mean? And this is why, like I told y'all, one of the biggest YouTubers, if you will, you know what I mean, Tommy Sotomayor, why I quoted him when I was like, right when this incident happened, he blamed black women. And he called y'all bitches. Like, yeah, this is y'all fault, you black bitches, because y'all keep sleeping with these bum-ass niggas. You sleeping with, like, when you see the video, and it's a short little Instagram clip or Twitter clip with him and his man pissing on the grave and walking away, clout chasing and maybe for video or whatever. It's like, if I'm the mother, you know what I mean? And I know that you did that, it's like, yo, you can't take her nowhere. Can't even let her hang with you. Go to the store and bring it back. She can never be in your presence because you're an idiot. You're a fool. And he talking about it's nothing but smiles. It wasn't smiles when they came for you. It wasn't no smiles then, was it? It wasn't no smiles then. It's like, and we think it's cool. We think it's gangster. We think it's keeping it real. And it's like, nah, they kept it real. They kept it real. It's sad. We are failing. We failing. I mean, we failing. So it should be laws. It should be requirements. It should be a rigorous, you know what I mean, like standard that you got to go through first. Are you educated? What's your moral ground? Are you in a gang? Like you shouldn't even have kids if you in a gang, because you can't be a family man and a gang member. You can't. You cannot. Tell me I'm lying. Gang and family member, that shit don't even go together, especially if you knee deep with the shits. So my suggestion is, yeah, somehow, some way, like we got to make it up out the hood one day, somehow. And this can't be life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this can't be life. Like, they said, I got a phone call from one of my niggas and said he just lost one of his kids. And when I heard that, I just broke into tears. And I mean, like, you don't really know what this is. Like, they should just put all them niggas and all the bitches that want to be with these niggas on Gang Island. You know how they got Monsters Island and Godzilla and Monsters Island and all that? You know what I mean? You put all these niggas on one island. You give them all the guns and the drugs and all that shit that they want. Set them up with their own society. Block way off so they can never get back over to civilized society. And then the chicks that want to go over there and be with the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the nigga that got their pants hanging down, and y'all can go over there too. We'll fly you over there first class. And then y'all can just stay there. Y'all can procreate. Y'all can do what y'all want over there. Like Pun said, go that way. Go that way. Loser, go that way. Because we don't need you over here. And then you see the video of people in Chicago, and it's even hard to feel empathy, not for the little girl passing, but you hear the people, I think it was the father of homie. His father's still alive. Surprise. I mean, this is my grandbaby, and this and that. How you even conducting? And I know once your kids is of a certain age, I got to check the pad. I've been in and out the system. I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. Like, this shit my mom's couldn't stop me from doing. I did it. Once you get to a certain age, you're like, this is what I'm doing. This is what it is. That's what it's going to be. Until somebody of authority or to something else happens. Life getting in the way, God getting in the way. Shit, I don't know. Oh, you want them hard-headed niggas, huh? You don't learn? Oh, you don't learn? All right, come over here then. We got something for you, hard-head. You hear hard-head, soft-head. We got something for you. So come on over here and sit down for the next 56 years. Yeah, come sit down. Learn how to play chess. Play spades. Learn how to cook on a, with a stinger for the next 50 years. And then you come back out when you old now and all that energy you got up is inside of you. And it's like, Lee, that's extreme. Should have programs, should have this. But we failing when we have certain parents becoming parents, like certain adults becoming parents. And then, like I said, you hear lady, she like, could have been a few of us at the driveway. Yeah, I'm in Chicago. This shit happens every week. This shit is like a party. Like, what church we going to this week? I'm sure the candle business is booming in Chicago. It gotta be, because that's all we do is light candles. You know what I mean? Like, so again, it's hard to even feel empathy for, what's going on there. You know what I mean? And then, again, I'm not the brightest. I'm not the smartest. None of that. When you start paying attention to politics, because I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm not none of that shit. I told you, I look at the government with a side eye. I'm not none of that. And I never voted. The only time I went to vote was when Trump and Hillary was going to go. And it don't matter who I was going to vote for Hillary. It do matter. I went to where I, registered that or whatever. When I got there, some paperwork wasn't right. So even though I got to fill out the ballot, I had to put it in the mail and the envelope and stuff that they had, leave it with them and do something else. And I didn't end up doing it. So my vote didn't even count, and it don't matter anyway. But the point is, never voted. Not even for Obama. You know what I mean? And when Obama first got in office, I was upstate doing something, you know what I mean? So, not prison. And so I couldn't vote. So the point is, I'm only setting that to say, like, I'm not on one side or the other. I'm just learning about a lot of this shit, because I'm sure I'm not unique in this sense. A lot of that shit I just don't pay attention to. You know what I mean? It's all fuckery, buffoonery, and, bullshit. You know what I mean? Let's call bullshit a spade is a spade is a spade is a spade. So the YouTube world and all these new channels and, just people that's not connected to nobody, I like them. And that's, like I said, I watch a lot of stuff because it's like they not with the machine. They speaking freely. So I quote Tommy, you know what I mean? And the relationship rehab channel, you know what I mean? Brian and other different various channels. They not plugged in with the media. So they don't have no allegiance. So they can speak freely. And you get more truth out of the stuff that they saying, in my opinion, than watching CNN, Fox, and all these networks that's just really controlling the narrative of what's going on. But I said all that to say, Chicago and the places where it's the most violence at, I'm learning that these places is ran by the Democrats. These places is ran by the Democrats. And that the places with the less violence, if you will, is ran by the Republicans. Did I make the Republicans better? No. But it does say, okay, maybe they're doing something that we could probably take a look at. Because if it was me, like I said, put them all on Gang Island. Get them out of here. You're going to have people signing up for that shit. I guarantee you. You're going to have people signing up, and you're going to have these bum-ass bitches signing up too. Some of them going to sign up too because they baby fathers is in that. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I've been inside on more than one occasion, and you see it on the visits, the rare visits that I did get. You know what I mean? And then come down, they all gang, you in here causing havoc. You know what I mean? You in here oppressing the people and all that. And then you got a nice joint coming to see you on the visit. Bring you something and all that. Like, yeah, bring them goods. You know what I mean? So we can get right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. This shit got to stop being acceptable. It got to be. So I see why, like I said, when I first heard what Tommy said about you black bitches is the cause, yeah, I ain't going front. I was kind of shocked and amazed. Like, you hear the beat, you will be shocked and amazed. Like, I was kind of like, oh, shit. But when you start analyzing, you say, oh, yeah. Overall, in the big picture, it's like, yeah, you opening up your legs to these niggas. And then you having babies by these niggas. Like, yeah, like, so free choice and abortion and, you know, the morning after pill, plan B. Like, these babies shouldn't be had. And I'm not saying, you know, making light of that. Like, you know, it's your choice. But this who you choose to, oh, because you think you're going to change the nigga. He done did 3 bids. This nigga rapping about killing everything moving. This nigga doing videos, pissing on graves, and you thought he was going to change? 29 years old. Grown-ass man, as we like to say when people try to check us. I'm a grown-ass man, dog. You ain't acting like it. You know what I mean? You definitely not acting like it. You're acting like a savage. You are a savage. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. That's my thoughts. That's how I feel. A little triggered still, you know what I mean? When you see the video, when you just see the imagery and you hear the people coming out and they talking about it and they sad and we got to do better. We got to and he was like, this is going to be the day that we change. Oh, really? You know how many people done get, you know what I mean, got shot up last. It's going to be the same thing this weekend as the weather gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And as more people come out. Like, yeah, we tired of this COVID shit. People want out. Vaccine rolling out, whether it's giving people, you know, the shakes or not. Like, people is taking it. Some, I'm not taking it. Not till they force me to take it. I'm not taking it. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. And my videos are not monetized, so I really can say what the fuck I want. Even though I know if you monetize, you can't really say COVID, can't say rape, can't say suicide, can't say gun. You know what I mean? I'm not getting paid to do these videos. I would like to be monetized. You know what I mean? I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for now, it just is what it is. And I said, you know, it's wishful thinking. That'll never happen. But y'all don't think it should be y'all don't think it should be some type of, at least a minimum of like requirement to have kids? That's why Thanos snapped his finger. You know what I mean? Too many people on the planet, and it's definitely too many Pookies and Ray Rays having kids. And there's too many Brendas and all these other, you know what I mean, you know, ladies that's having the kids by these guys. You know what I mean? And life is, you know, babies is precious. They gifts. So I get it. Like, oh, it's a miracle. This is God's work. You know, having a child is a blessing. It's a gift, and it is. But you can have kids with other people. You can pick the nerd. You can pick the guy that's you know what I mean, a techie tech. You know what I mean? You can pick the guy that's not in the streets with his pants hanging. You know what I mean? And probably don't got the Movado and the street swag. You can pick other people. You can pick other men to have babies by. You ain't got to have babies by these guys. I don't understand why. And again, going back to whoever the mother is. Now, I don't know her name. But if she know, like, put the blame on her too. If she seen the video and know that he was out pissing on graves, or allegedly, like they say, he had just did some fuck shit the week before. If you know he's doing these type of things, then why would you even, you know, let your daughter be in his vicinity at all? You can't be around your grandmother. You can't be around, you know, your uncles and your nieces and your nephews and all that. If you gang, you can't. Not if people shooting at you. Not if you shooting at people. You can't. And this ain't the movies. And no matter how, you know, strong you think you are, you ain't going to come back on once them lights go off. Like X said, this ain't the movie. You ain't going to come back on. You're not that strong. You knew it was wrong, but you asked for it, baby. You know what I mean? With the ski mask for it, baby. Yeah, like you're going to get what you're going to get. And I'm not condoning that shit at all. I'm not. That should make me mad. You hear I'm mad now, like just thinking about it. You know what I mean? Shit in Columbus as well. father, stepfather, whatever it was, like, we failing. Like, you ain't gonna have the kid. You unfit to have the kid. You have no accountability. So just throw him in the foster care. Somebody else will take care of him. Just put him in a foster care. Because a lot of people like, yo, Makai Bryant, again, rest in peace, dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of this. And now the TikTok videos coming out. Yeah, she was just a little girl. And she could have been caught in the moment and all. I still don't think 4 shots is justified. If you didn't see the video or you don't know my opinion, that is my opinion. Like, yeah, he saved a life or he took a life. So again, whose life is more valuable? Because she wasn't the aggressor, her life is more valuable than the one that was the aggressor. Hey, maybe 1 shot. Saying something that, I didn't think about it. Everybody was saying taser, taser, taser. But another person like, yeah, if he would have shot 4 times in the air, she might have hit it, she might not. We don't know because it's too late. But I know when I hear shots and it's not me shooting, oh, what you gonna do? You gonna run? You gonna get down? You gonna, know what I mean? Like, see what it is and then get the fuck up out of there. That's what, when the hood, that's what we do. And that don't look nothing like the hood. Not where I come from. You know what I mean? Yeah, none of the hoods that I lived in. Brooklyn, Bronx, or Harlem. I lived in all 3. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, pop, pop, pop. That shit would have turned everybody. He had the gun out. So again, for the people that say it's justified or whatever, because of the history of America, you know what I mean? This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, like because of that, could never look at y'all and give y'all the benefit of the doubt. And I know that's horrible. Oh, they gotta do a job and all that. 4 shots is not justified to me. Not to me. 1, yeah, if you want to shoot and save, and then see, you know what I mean? Not no elephant. You know what I mean? You're going to take, she was kind of big. You're not taking those shots and living. You know what I mean? That's why I was excessive. Because 1 probably would have dropped her. She probably would have died either way. I'm not saying she wouldn't have died. But what I'm saying is now it could be a little more like, oh, he was trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then people like, nobody else got hit. The father didn't get hit because he didn't have a weapon. That's very true. He could have popped him. Then I'm like, oh, shit, he just killing the black nigga, you know what I mean? But just for me, the 4 shots is just too much. I can't go for that. And we just going to agree to disagree because I'm never going to say, nah, yeah, you should have shot 4 times. Nah, 1 time would have been enough. You know what I mean? You ain't that strong when you taking a shot and still, I don't see it. So it's not going to be no law, so y'all good. Y'all can keep, you know what I mean? For those that's tonight, you know what I mean, that's laid up with these niggas, yeah, y'all can continue to do what you're going to do. But when is the cycle going to end? When is we going to get tired of this shit? It's like Tupac said, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, SHOCKG, Humpty Hump, who put Pac on the Machiavelli album. He like, yeah, it's not them that's knocking us off. It's us that's knocking us off. Say I'm wrong. Oh, black on black crime. Yeah, I mean, like, I walk out, keep it a buck, even though I've been in and out the system. I have running with the police and all that. Know what it's like to get hit with a nightstick. I don't go out my house. Not at all worrying about getting shot by the police. I don't. I don't know about you, other black men. LeBron James, he's scared. And, I know he put the tweet and deleted it. He was in his feelings. He was emotional. He was triggered like a lot of us are because we tired of this shit. And that's another story. I'm not going to give him that much flack. He do got a lot of following, so he should. I don't got that many. You know what I mean? I ain't got half of what I ain't got it a smidget of the followers he got. So I get why people saying he got to be held accountable. You can't just react without getting all the information. But me personally, like I said, I done got pulled over wrongfully, you know what I mean? Accused of swerving when I wasn't swerving, wasn't drinking, wasn't smoking, wasn't doing none of that. And if you don't know, you can go see the other video because I'm about to get out of here. But I don't walk out my house fear that I'm going to get killed by the police. I don't have that fear. What's going to happen is what's going to happen. And I don't have fear either that I'm going to get killed by one of these niggas in the street. But those chances are higher to me than police killing me. Keep it a buck. You don't believe that, then that's cool. Whatever you believe, where you live, you live. But when I walk out, I don't have to step over the police to go to the garbage. When I come back in and all that, walk past to the store, I don't gotta walk. I mean, sometimes they outside, they there for security, right? To protect stuff from happening. But it's the niggas in the hood, B. It's the niggas. It's the niggas. I can't get faded. I'm a nigga from the motherfucking street. Like, yeah, we dealing with niggas from the street. That's who's doing the killing at a high rate. High rate. You know what I mean? High rate to me. So let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? This is a trigger video, obviously, and it's more stuff that just happened, more murders. Like we could keep talking, and you know, we can have a never ending, like that the movie was, the never ending story where the little boy was flying on a dragon and all that. Yeah, the white dragon dog. This shit is a never ending story. Every day I can get up on here and say, we in the end game. Tony, there was no other way. The only way to stop that shit is that we have more respect and more love for each other. You know what I mean? More respect and more love for each other. More courtesy. Just because I step on your sneakers, dog, you don't got to kill me. You don't got to kill me. You don't. I don't got to kill you. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Again, rest in peace to all of the innocent lives. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, SHOCKG. Condolences to his family. He contributed to the hip hop community and all that. You know what I mean? And leave a comment. You know what I mean? Like the video, hate the video, do whatever you want. Share the video. We want the HBO special too. You know what I mean? Help a brother out. We want to get to, you know what I mean, 5,000 by July. So we need y'all to help in that process. This videos is not monetized. I don't got no cat. I'm not getting, you know, I'm not in the loop like the other channels. But yeah, I want to be. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you know what I mean? So with that said, it's your boy POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic for real. Like we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.